What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to the Saving Men's Lives Network. Today, fellas, I want to talk to you guys about a concept known in sales as the bait and switch and how it can relate to relationships as well. Effectively, for those of you guys who are new here, the bait and switch works like this. A store or a salesperson will advertise a product that's amazing for a price that's too good to be true. This generates buzz. It generates a frenzy, a buyer's market, if you will, for that item. And people run down there. Y'all got flat screen TVs for $300? 85-inch TVs? Oh my God. Flying, blowing through red lights and stop signs to get there. And then when the people get there, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry. We just sold the last one right before you got here. But we do have this $3,000 TV right here. Would you like one of those?" In sales, this is illegal. Criminal action can be brought against a retailer or a car dealership who does this. But in relationships, there is no such legal recourse, unfortunately. And what often happens is, especially for you guys who've been in relationships before, who might be in one right now, you found yourselves dealing with a female who presented herself in one way. But as it's turned out over the past few, however long you all have been together, that it's quite a different story right now, or at least back then if you're no longer with her. It's a few different things that happens, fellas. Number one, for example, is her behavior. You meet her. She's so fun to be around. You've got so much in common. You laugh together. You can't believe it. Man, this girl's perfect for me. She don't stress me out. We getting it on 3, 4, 5 times a week, anywhere, everywhere. She down, I'm down. We are risking getting arrested. That's how often we doing things out in public when people can see us and catch us. It'd be like that sometimes. And then over time, she starts to taper down the spigot a little bit. 5 times a week becomes 3 times a week. Now it's twice a week. Now it's once a week. Now it's once every other week. And if you don't say something, if you don't catch this tactic, because yes, gentlemen, that's exactly what this is. She's not unaware of what she's doing. It's a tactic. It's starvation for the other half of your body below the waist. That's what it is. And so you would have to be a crazy person to allow this to continue without addressing it and having her explain herself as to why this is what it is. You see, fellas, it's the Dr. Jekyll, Miss Hyde aspect in some cases. She started off real cool. Now all of a sudden, she's a barking maniac. Argumentative, complaining all the time, behaving in unworthy ways that have you thinking, what did I get myself into here? Perhaps she starts doing things that, and again, women are not stupid, fellas. They know exactly what they're doing when they do it. And if she starts to involve herself in activities that are not conducive to a successful monogamous relationship, things like girls' trips, girls' nights out with her single friends who you've met once or twice, and they belong to the streets, but your girl seems like the good girl that's mixed up with them, okay? If she starts to perform these actions, she's telling you straight to your face, you need to check me on this, or I will do these things that will ultimately result in the demise of this relationship. No need to scream. No need to yell and grab her and shake her like a carton of orange juice. No reason to offer ultimatums. All you have to do is tell her, hey, listen, I can't take you seriously if this is the things that you want to do. And if she pushes back on it, she tries to buck on you, tries to call you names and say, hey, listen, no point in saying those mean things to me. I'm not saying mean things to you. Now, this is if you guys actually want to talk about it, if she's doing these things. For you guys who don't have time and lack the patience, you simply, in your mind only, no need for a conversation, you simply demote her from whatever her title is to someone who is used specifically for target practice below the belt. That's all she is now. That's all she's going to be until her behavior changes. Women and children only learn by two things, fellas. Reward and consequence. Because of their emotion-based decision-making, they aren't able to think logically, except in the most extreme of cases. That's where you come in. She needs to know. If your behavior is going to change into someone I don't recognize, then you're someone I don't need to be with. After that is her expectations. See, a lot of you guys are dating. Some of you guys have just sworn off it entirely. I get it. But for you guys that's still out there, you meet these girls and either you say to her or she says to you, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Just looking for something casual. So okay, casual it is. And you go around there and you lay it down on her. You hit her with that long strong. And now her mind ain't even right no more. She can't take it. She got to have it anywhere and everywhere. And won't take no for an answer. And then out of nowhere, a week later, 2 weeks later, a month after you've been breaking her clean off, she says the magic words. What are we? Where is this going? Or some derivative thereof. And you're thinking, hey, look, you already know what it is. You the one said you wanted something casual. Why are we even in this conversation? You see, fellas, women enjoy moving the goalposts. They enjoy changing the rules in the middle of the game. Your job as a man is to hold firm. Your job as a man is to say, listen, this is what it is. And if you want to graduate from random, if you want to graduate from jump off, because remember, fellas, women are, and they should be, the gatekeepers of who gets to get laid and who don't. Because anything other than that is a crime that YouTube won't let you say on their platform. Rhymes with grape. Okay, so if she's not offering it to you, you had to take it, and that's a no-no. We don't advise that here at the Saving Men's Lives Network. So they are the gatekeepers of who gets to get laid and who don't. But men, make no mistake about it, fellas. Men are the gatekeepers of commitment, relationships, and the titles like girlfriend, fiance, and wife that come along with said commitment and relationships. And that's the balance of how this system works. They choose who gets laid. We choose who gets to be a wife. So never forget that and help her understand that. You asking me what we are? Where's this going? Okay, well, in order for you to gain a title from me, I require these things from you. She's either down for it, or she gets to be recreational use only. While you go out and you find somebody who can and is willing to do what you need them to do. Remember, fellas, planet Earth has 8 billion, with a B, human lives on it. At least half of those are women. Somebody out there is prepared to sign on for your program and do what you need her to do, the way you need her to do it. If the chick you're with right now, that you're bending over the couch and you're drilling her in and out, ain't down for the program, then hey, she's just something to do. Then, of course, there's her appearance. A lot of women lead with their figure. They lead with their pretty faces. They lead with their nice hairdos. They lead with that. And that's fine. We as men are visual creatures. So that is the initial hook. But the problem I'm talking about is, over time, if you don't enforce boundaries, women love to let themselves go. They love to put their hair back in some sloppy bun or a ponytail when they used to get their hair done with the curls and you've already seen it before. Trussed up nice to where their hair is just their true mane. It's a crown above their head. Then you got other women who they start to eat poorly, which affects their skin. Getting there, they got a bunch of acne all over their faces, extra chins. They don't take care of their hygiene. They look ashy as hell in some cases, and they get fat. We're talking dozens of pounds overweight for their height and for their skeletal frame. Make no mistake, fellas. A woman who's in a relationship, I don't mean that you can just knock it off because she just has something to do. I mean, you've taken the time, she's quote unquote proven herself, and you've given her a title. You claim this chick in front of people and perhaps on social media through your relationship statuses, okay? This chick represents you. And there can be no mistake about this. A woman's appearance to the world and her behavior is a direct reflection of how much respect she has for the man who's given her that title. If she's in the gym and she's putting the work in, she's keeping that body right, keeping that body tight. She doesn't walk out of the house with a camisole top and some pajama pants and flip-flops with a bonnet on top of her head. No, she takes the time to make sure she's leaving the house like somebody who looks like something. She's making sure that her body isn't this big-ass blob of Play-Doh that you're supposed to just look past and pull flaps of fat back to try to find the goodie spot. No. A woman who does not respect her man is often laden with cellulite and worse because she no longer cares. And you as a man need to hold a standard. I don't care what she calls you. I don't care if she gets on the phone and tells her friends and family what you said about it. No. You ain't got to be vicious about it. Listen, baby, listen. I think you're gaining some weight. It's making me nervous. I'm busting my ass in the gym every day to make sure I got something that you can hold on to look at that's nice. I need you to match my energy. That's a warning. I like baseball's rules. 3 strikes, you're out. So, I just want to touch that with you guys today, man, because again, a lot of guys are dealing with the bait and switch, and it comes. And women can't wait to give you the bait and switch because they want to pull you in, because having access to your time, your attention, and your resources, financially especially, is part of the objective. And once they feel, in most cases, that they've secured that, trying goes right out the freaking window. Don't let it be you. That said, that's my time for today, fellas. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Till next time.